The moon hung low over the forest, casting silver light on the twisting paths that led to the edge of the castle grounds. Belle's footsteps were soft on the moss-covered stones, yet with every step, a strange whisper seemed to float through the air, almost as if the trees themselves were speaking secrets. Then, out of the shadowed corridor of the castle, a faint, flickering glow appeared, coming from a door she had never seen before. Her heart raced as the door creaked open on its own, revealing a room bathed in shimmering light, yet hiding something just beyond sight. A shadow moved across the walls, silent but deliberate, leaving her to wonder, was she truly alone, or was the castle watching her?
Welcome to Bedtime Mom, where dreams begin and stories take flight.
Belle stepped closer, her fingers grazing the edge of the glowing door, and the room welcomed her with a soft, magical hum. The walls were lined with portraits that seemed almost alive, each face whispering fragments of forgotten stories, while floating candles lit themselves as she passed. A delicate scent of roses drifted through the air, mingling with the faint music of unseen instruments. Every corner of the chamber suggested a secret waiting to be discovered, a memory waiting to awaken. Belle felt the weight of curiosity and courage intertwine, her heart pulling her deeper into the castle's mysteries. As the shadows danced around her and a soft night light bathed the room in silver, she whispered, "What stories are hiding here? And what part of them am I meant to find?" The castle seemed to breathe with her, each moment gently building the suspense, the wonder, and the emotional connection that promised a journey she would never forget. The forest lay wrapped in silver moonlight as Belle wandered through the soft moss beneath her feet. Each step echoed faintly, like the whispers of the trees themselves. Tonight, a strange pull led her to a path she had never seen before, a narrow winding corridor of ivy and stone. At its end stood a door, shimmering with a gentle, almost alive glow. Belle's heart quickened as she reached for it, sensing something both magical and slightly mysterious beyond. As her fingers brushed the edge of the door, it creaked open on its own. Inside, floating candles flickered, casting dancing shadows across portraits whose eyes seemed to follow her. Belle stepped inside, feeling a mix of awe and trepidation. Whispers filled the room, soft voices telling fragmented tales she could not yet understand. A faint scent of roses lingered, warm and comforting, yet hinting at secrets. Belle whispered, "Who could have hidden this room, and why?" The castle seemed alive, holding its breath as if it were waiting for her to discover its story. Every heartbeat carried suspense, and every glance at the flickering portraits deepened her curiosity. She took a slow step forward, determined yet gentle, as if her very presence might awaken the room. Outside, the night wind rustled, carrying with it the faint promise of adventure, mystery, and a secret that would change everything. The shadows shifted softly, drawing her deeper into the castle's hidden heart. She could feel that her journey had only just begun, and that every corner of this enchanted room held whispers of a story waiting to bloom. Belle moved further into the chamber, discovering a library unlike any she had seen before. Shelves stretched high, filled with ancient, glowing books that floated softly, as if alive. The titles shimmered, revealing magical tales of heroes, curses, and hidden kingdoms. She reached for one, and it opened with a soft sigh, revealing illustrations that moved as she turned each page. Candles floated beside her, illuminating delicate drawings of the castle's past. Each whisper seemed clearer now, telling stories of a rose, enchanted and eternal, hidden somewhere within the castle gardens. Belle's heart thumped with excitement and wonder. She whispered to herself, could this rose hold the key to the beast's true heart? She felt a presence behind her and turned to see a shadow flicker across the room, yet there was no one there. The air seemed alive, filled with magic and quiet suspense. Every step Belle took felt guided, as if the castle itself wanted her to uncover its secrets. Outside, moonlight spilled through arched windows, casting silver patterns across the floor. She traced her fingers along the books, absorbing stories of courage, love, and mystery. Suddenly, a book fell open to a blank page. Then slowly, golden letters appeared, spelling out, "Follow the whispers of the rose." Belle's eyes widened as she realized that this was not just any library, it was a map. A guide to something deeper, a secret waiting to bloom. She felt the quiet thrill of adventure, her heart dancing between fear and fascination, and she knew her journey had taken a new, magical turn. Guided by the whispers and the golden letters, Belle stepped into the castle's secret garden. Moonlight poured over the foliage, revealing plants that glowed softly as if sprinkled with stardust. Flowers whispered, petals brushing gently against her fingertips, and tiny creatures with luminous wings flitted through the air. Belle's breath caught in wonder. The path twisted and turned, opening into a clearing where a single rose glimmered under a silver moonbeam. Its petals shimmered with colors that seemed impossible, shifting from deep crimson to soft gold. She approached cautiously, feeling the energy radiating from it. A soft rustling startled her. Shadows moved among the trees, and Belle felt the castle itself watching her every move. Yet there was no fear, only a calm, thrilling anticipation. She knelt beside the rose, tracing its delicate petals. In that moment, a memory flickered across the garden. A young beast, alone and fearful, tending to a garden long forgotten. Belle whispered, "So this is the secret you've carried all this time?" The air shimmered, and a gentle glow surrounded her, as if the garden itself was welcoming her courage and kindness. The magical creatures circled around, leading her toward the heart of the garden where the rose's enchantment pulsed softly. Every heartbeat, every breath was alive with suspense, yet soothing, as the peaceful night wrapped around her like a gentle lullaby. Belle understood that the rose was not just a flower, it was a key, a story, and a heart waiting to be revealed. Belle carefully held the rose and turned toward the castle, following a winding path that led to a quiet chamber she had never entered. Within, a mirror shimmered softly, and when Belle gazed into it, she saw the beast's past unfold before her eyes. A young boy, gentle yet fearful, wandered through the forest and the castle, unaware of the curse that would one day shape his destiny. Each memory played like a delicate song, moments of laughter, sorrow, and longing. Belle felt tears prick her eyes as she whispered, "I see you. I see the courage and heart you've carried all this time." The shadows of the room danced with the memories, each one deepening her understanding of the beast. She realized that his rough exterior was only part of the story. His true heart was brave, kind, and waiting for someone to recognize it. As she gently placed her hand on the mirror, the reflection shimmered, and a warm light spread through the room, filling the castle with quiet hope. Belle understood that her journey was no longer just about discovery, it was about connection, trust, and the power of seeing beyond appearances. The night outside continued to hum softly, carrying whispers of magic and the promise that every secret, every sorrow, and every act of courage was leading her towards something extraordinary. Belle stepped into the final chamber, where the rose's enchantment pulsed brightly in the center. There, a guardian appeared, not threatening, but glowing softly, watching her with knowing eyes. To claim the rose's secret, the guardian whispered, "You must show the truth of your heart." Belle nodded, calm yet resolute. She spoke softly, recounting her journey through the hidden rooms, the magical library, and the moonlit garden. She spoke of courage, kindness, and a desire to understand the beast fully, beyond fear or appearance. The guardian observed silently, then slowly stepped aside. The rose's glow intensified, petals opening as if revealing a secret only Belle could comprehend. A soft breeze carried the scent of magic through the chamber, and Belle realized the guardian had been a test, not of strength, but of heart. The castle seemed to breathe in relief and joy, acknowledging her courage. Every shadow melted into gentle light, every whisper became a lullaby. Belle held the rose close, feeling its warmth and promise. She knew that the castle, the beast, and the enchanted world around her were responding to the purity of her heart. The night remained calm, the stars glowing softly above, guiding her toward the final chapter of this magical journey. With the rose in hand, Belle returned to the main hall, where the Beast awaited silently, anxious yet hopeful. She approached him with a gentle smile, placing the rose before him. Its glow spread through the hall, casting soft light across the walls, portraits, and floating candles. The Beast's eyes softened, reflecting awe and gratitude. "You've seen me truly," he whispered, voice trembling. Belle nodded, her heart calm and steady. "I see all of you. The courage, the kindness, the heart behind the mask." As they stood together, the castle itself seemed to sigh, the magic flowing gently through every stone and shadow. Outside, the moonlight painted silver patterns across the gardens, and the whispers of the night turned into a quiet, comforting lullaby. The enchanted rose glimmered one last time, a symbol of trust, love, and the beauty hidden within. Belle and the Beast sat together, sharing a peaceful silence filled with understanding and warmth. Every shadow, every candle, every whisper became a gentle embrace for the viewers, leaving them calm, inspired, and dreaming of magical adventures. The story closed as soft music faded, with the promise that even in the quietest corners, courage, kindness, and love could bloom. As the moon hung gently over the castle, its silver light spilling softly across the quiet gardens, Belle and the Beast sat side by side, their hearts full and their souls connected in a way that words could scarcely describe. The enchanted rose glowed faintly, its petals shimmering with the memory of courage, kindness, and love that had guided them through every hidden corridor, every whispering shadow, and every magical secret of the castle. Outside, the night air carried a gentle lullaby, the soft rustle of leaves, the distant twinkle of stars, and the whisper of magic that lingered in every corner of the world. Belle leaned her head slightly toward the Beast, and in the peaceful silence, they understood something timeless, that true beauty lives not in appearances, but in the heart that dares to see, to love, and to trust. And as the castle breathed softly around them, the night seemed to hold a promise of stories yet to unfold, of wonders yet to be discovered, and of quiet moments of magic that could be found in the most unexpected places. So, close your eyes, little dreamer, and carry with you the gentle magic of courage, love, and hope. Let the whispers of the enchanted castle guide your dreams tonight, and may your heart remember that even in the quietest moments, wonder is always near. Sleep peacefully, knowing that the story of Belle and the Beast will bloom in your heart, and that tomorrow or the next night, their magic will be ready to welcome you once again.